use the Buddha finger accurately, and you'll find you will win whatever he should try to do.
Alright. What's going on, everybody? How's y'all week going, I hope? It is hump day. We're almost through to the weekend, y'all. Almost there.
Almost.
It's close, y'all.
Thursdays. Oh, I love Thursdays, and that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Don't forget. You're out of there, buddy. It's a message to myself. Leave at 1:30.
That's just to yourself, huh?
That's right. To myself in the future. I'm your past self telling you, get the out of there.
Right. Alright, y'all. The smoke of the F is obviously from our house of dank, because that is our spot.
That is our spot.
That's my spot. So we have strawberry lemonade hype sticks infused. And then I was like, hey, why not? I feel froggy. It's hump day. Why not? Let's go ahead and throw on some of this gelato paste watermelon runts.
Ribbit.
Man. I tell you what, all I'm missing is Keith. But that's already a lot going on. So I don't think I would need any of that. Alright, y'all. So topics. We have an update on, if you guys remember, the Yankees fans who interfered with the Mookie Betts catch, and could have sustained injuries, and which could have kept him from actually playing the game anymore.
Could have broke that guy's hand.
Update on those two, and it's quite hilarious to me. I mean, and then we have a man who murdered transgender woman at Woodward Inn is sentenced.
At what?
Woodward Inn is now sentenced.
Wow.
Yeah, what was it here? Oh yeah, it was Detroit. It was in Detroit.
Yeah, look, that's why as soon as you said Woodward, I was like, what?
So, what kind of news and whatnot you got up for everybody today?
Today, let me look at my notes so I'm not free balling here.
Free balling.
Free balling.
Sometimes there's nothing wrong with that, but in this situation, you kind of got to keep your balls in place.
Okay. So, Cynthia Erivo from Wicked talks about wanting to play the role of Storm in the MCU as they are about to go into the Mutant Saga and all of that. Season 2 of Squid Game is now streaming, and I am on episode 2. I know I might be late to the party, but I'm only on episode 2. I've been doing a lot of stuff. I haven't been able to just stream it straight through.
Oh, okay. Is that it for now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so the man who murdered transgender woman at Woodward Inn is sentenced to 17 to 30 years. Carlos Scotland was sentenced to 17 to 30 years in prison for the murder of Ashia Davis on June 1st, 2023. Davis was shot and killed at the Woodward Inn in Highland Park. She was shot execution style.
Wow.
In the back of the head.
Wow.
Yep. Scotland fled the scene, but was arrested in 2024 and charged with numerous felonies. Now, he did plead guilty to two of the charges. Now, Highland Park, Michigan, a man who shot and killed a transgender woman at a hotel in Highland Park in 2023. We had learned his sentence. 34-year Carlos Lamar Scotland, who was 17 at the time, when he murdered 34-year-old Ashia Davis on June 1st, 2023. Now will spend the 17 to 30 years in prison. He pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and felony firearm. Now, what we do know is Davis was shot in the head inside a room at the Woodward Inn on Woodward near 7 Mile. Scotland, now 17, fled the scene after shooting Davis in the head. While delivering a victim impact statement during sentencing, Julissa Abad, a friend of Davis, recalled the night she learned that she was murdered. She said she went to the Woodward Inn after the crime. Most people's memories of their loved ones are good memories. The last memory that she has of her friend is lying on the floor outside of the hotel corner room with black screaming all over the floor. So now Scotland was arrested March 12, 2024. He was charged with first-degree murder, felony firearm, carrying a concealed weapon, and resisting and obstructing police. Now there's not a clear motive for the crime, and it was never provided. There's only 2 people that were in the room that night, and we'll never know the true events of what had happened. But what we will know is that Ashia Davis was shot execution style on the back of the head and left for dead. Now, the thing is we will never know a full, true motive of it. You know, the only person that knows the true motive is the young man in question. Now, the one thing that I have noticed, and this is something that is controversial, and people feel like they shouldn't have to do it, but this shows that you probably should do it. Now, for all we know, this young man of 17 that meets this 34, 17 years here, which I don't understand why it was sought out like that. I mean, at the end of the day, that person is 34, that is 17. That is a young boy at the time. Young boy, not a man.
You want me to go there?
I have a feeling I already know, so just give me a minute. I feel as if somebody did not reveal who they truly were. You look a certain way, look a certain type, whatever the case may be. And some of you all pass that role fucking finessely. Okay? Now, when it comes time to do the do, and they find out differently, you don't feel like somebody has a right to feel some kind of way. That's where it comes into line, where you may feel like you don't have to reveal who you are,
but
you actually fucking have to.
You kind of do.
One, it's disrespectful to not reveal who you are to somebody who you feel may actually drive the straight fucking line.
Life endangering.
That is your fault for endangering your own life.
Life endangering.
Now, we will not know. We don't know the reasoning behind it. That could possibly be the reason, that could possibly not.
I'm not a lawyer, but if I were a lawyer, that would be the immediate conclusion that I would draw. Why else would you do something like that? What happens is,
now, there are
you
some
ran into
people,
this 34-year-old woman, and she was fine, and and then you do your thing. You done paid this woman because you figure, oh, you paying her. Oh yeah, you paying her. You done took her to the room. But then you find out that is a boy, Damon. And then what? Then what? Now you feel some type of way.
Now,
because you done got past the head part.
I will have to intervene and say that there are people out there that genuinely do hate, you know, some heinous shit. Like, they don't fucking care. They'll just murk a motherfucker because that's who they choose to want to be, and they hate it or whatever. Now, is there people out there that hinder back and basically they don't want people to know who they truly are, and they want to stay in the closet? Alright, well that's their own thing. At the end of the day, if they want to keep it on the down low, it kind of should respect that. At the end of the day, you choose to be...
Understand the consequences.
Understand, exactly. Everything in life has consequences. And sadly, some consequences are horrific. And they're sad.
Let me speak
But
up.
please, make sure you respect. You want the same respect, and respect others and show who you are, or tell who you are. Don't keep it behind closed doors and then show it like you're asking for an ass whooping or worse.
Now I'm trying to segue from what she said with horrific consequences, because I actually forgot. Hold on, because yep, this is one of those moments. I forgot one of the stories that we were supposed to cover on this episode, because this is actually quite wicked. President Trump is flirting with the idea to use military to expand U.S. territory, looking at Greenland.
Not just
For
Greenland.
purposes, this was in a tweet. This was from, pulled from a tweet from Trump. It says, for purposes of national security and freedom throughout the world, the United States of America feels that ownership and control of Greenland is an absolute necessity, he says. It says China has an abundance of rare earth minerals that Greenland has as well, and this is part of why Trump wants it. He says Panama Canal and Canada are also targets in this issue. So, he wants to
colonize. That's the word we're looking for. He wants to become a new colonizer.
Now, if all right, look, there are ways to do this. There, from watching, I actually sat and watched this man, and from what he's saying and how he's saying it, and his advisors hopefully will not let him go as far as it sounds like he's willing to go, because when asked point blank by a reporter in this interview that they were doing with President-elect Trump, they said, can you assure us that you will not use military force in acquiring this land, Greenland or whatever? And he said explicitly no, he could not promise them that he would not do that. Okay? I want you to let that sink in. I want you to let that sink in. They asked him point blank to his face, and he did not skip a beat. He said, no, I cannot promise you that.
The one thing also that we did, because now we got to flip to one thing, and it's the messed up part, is the people who are held captive.
Ooh. Now this part I respected him for, though. This part I respected him for.
I don't know who are the hostages. I can't remember where they're at.
This part I respected him for, as, on his way to being president, because the way he put it down, I was like, that's some shit I would do. He said, if those hostages are not, if that situation is not handled and those hostages are not returned home by the time he is put in office, he said point blank period, all hell will break loose in the Middle East. He said there will be nothing else to discuss. It will not be good for anyone, especially the Middle East.
And I'm sorry, just get rid of the hostages, and at the end of the day though, I still stand on it. Let their war be their war. Alright? Let that war be their war. That is a war that genuinely we have no business being in. Alright? This is a war over something that's been going on for fucking forever. Alright? And at the end of the day, if neither one of them can come to a conclusion, because neither one of them seem to want to drop the blazing guns, and neither one of them want to respect each other.
Wow.
And neither one of the sides, I don't care whether it's Turkey, Palestine, or whoever the fuck it is, stop. You are no better than the next person. You can't live your life and just enjoy life. I don't care if you can't figure out who runs for who. You guys are doing nothing but creating your children into products of warfare, and you're creating this chaos yourself. We can leave them to do their own thing, and they can figure the shit out themselves. Obviously, there is never going to be an agreement because apparently nobody seems to know how to live in peace over there. That's all they want, is to go ahead and take control of one another. You all are just idiots. We're just as bad as we are. Because we're just as bad.
Just the human race, just humans, period.
And anybody who thinks
just
otherwise,
fighting.
Go over there and live that life.
There's so much here. There's so much beauty that we could all just share together. There's just so much beauty in life, in land, in people, in all of our differences, cultural stuff that we could learn from each other. But you know what? We're too busy fighting
over who runs
over something as pointless as skin color racism. That's what we're beefing over. We're beefing over skin color.
And religious beliefs.
We're beefing over
who another person wants
what
to believe
to call the Almighty.
Who cares?
We're beefing over who each other loves.
Who cares? The Messiah. Again, that goes for every last one of them. I don't care. And those that live over here and want to scream, I support this one, or I support this one, and I support this one, and I support this one. I don't care what side it is. Go over there and pick a side. So
I just want to leave on this note before I go into this little last couple things I want to say. Is if you know that you have maybe, if you're lucky, maybe 75 years on this earth, are you really going to waste, let's see, you really don't
your whole life
doing nothing until you're probably about, I say 18. So are you going to waste all of that time from 18 up until whatever time you expire hating someone, fighting someone over something as inconsequential as the color of their skin or what they believe in? Does it hurt you? Who they love?
Who hurt you?
Does it hurt you?
Who's hurt you?
Does it interrupt your plan to move forward in life, to ascend to a higher place, to get to your comfort zone? Does it do anything?
At the end of the day,
no.
It's killing the kids on both ends.
Okay.
Killing kids on all ends. And if you support that, you supported killing kids. How about that? You are in support of the murder of all those kids and family members out there on both ends, by the way. Like I said, I don't care. I'm not choosing no sides because I think it's stupid. If you can't live in peace, you're stupid.
Okay. Let's leave it at that one. All right, so look, I can't really say much about season 2 of Squid Game because I really just barreled through the first season and I am on episode 2 of the second season, so I can't really give you a lot on that. But as far as the Cynthia Erivo thing that I spoke of earlier in the episode when I was saying she wants to play Storm. Okay, listen to this. I understand she was in Wicked. I know that she can sing.
Okay.
I know that she, would be fine in the role, but...
Can she carry it?
I just really don't know if she's ready for it.
Ready for the big screen?
No, she just did the big screen thing, and the movie Wicked. I mean, it did its thing, and she's a huge name right now.
Is she ready for something that's not a musical?
But yeah, is she ready for? Yeah, is she ready for? Like it's gonna be completely different.
Well, she should audition.
You have Comic-Con type panels, and you've got all these people that are doing fan art, and it's completely different.
She should just audition.
Trust me, we are way weirder than the musical people, way crazier than the musical people. We
have her audition.
And me personally, Jodie Turner-Smith. That is my personal pick for Storm. Has been for the last 2 or 3 years. Jodie Turner-Smith. She was actually in that debacle that we call The Acolyte. She was one of the space witches. She was
the mother.
She was the mother. That is my choice for Storm in the MCU. So let that be known. If that does come to fruition, because she is already working with Disney, because she was in The Acolyte. If that does come to fruition, I want y'all to say, "Damn, 16, you was right." Okay.
All right, last one. Yankees fans,
Mm-mm.
you dumbasses.
What happened?
I really hope this teaches you guys a lesson. Probably won't, because you guys are stupid. But Yankees fans who interfered with Mookie Betts banned from MLB games. Now, yep. The guy who got, you know, he could have been, you know. But here it says they sent them. This is the official letter that the league actually sent out to them. On October 29th, 2024, during Game 4 of the World Series at Yankee Stadium, you interfered with play by intentionally and forcefully grabbing a player. Your conduct posed a serious risk to the health and the safety of the player and went far over the line of acceptable fan behavior. Based on your conduct, Major League Baseball, MLB, is banning you indefinitely from all MLB stadiums, offices, and other facilities. You are also hereby banned indefinitely from attending any events that are sponsored or by association with MLB. Please be advised that if you are discovered at any MLB property or event, you will be removed from the premises and subject to arrest for trespass.
Woo.
Now,
but what happened though?
The way that, okay, you know,
They sound real
Yankees were
intent
throwing,
right there.
you know, Yankees were up to bat. They were, you know, Mookie was doing his thing, you know, he went and if the fan would not have interfered, it would have been a catch. It would have been an out. There would have been no home run. Yeah. Okay. But he's up there. He got his glove up here. Bam! Got the ball. Here comes these two dumbass Yankee fans.
Grab him in mid-air by his wrist.
By his wrist to grab the ball
so
out.
They can grab the ball.
Like this, and he's hanging over the thing like this.
They could have broke his wrist.
Could have broke his wrist, bro.
Facts.
You could have ruined his entire career. But see, Yankee fans, from my understanding, you guys are classless. You guys have been hurt several times over. So, I don't know who hurt you or how many times they may have hurt you, but it shows in all your unacceptable, disrespectful fan behavior. Period. You're just as childish as these MSU students used to be when it came to a loss at one of their games. Now, these college students burn couches, shit like that. You know how bad it used to get down in campus whenever shit like that would happen to a game. Alright, you're just as classless and tactless as those kids. And y'all grown-ass men. Grown men. They got mad because you got kicked out and a child with cancer got your tickets. Because of your inability to control your bad behavior.
Crazy
your
fandom.
Vagina behavior.
Crazy fandom.
No, vagina.
Vagina?
Vagina behavior.
Ooh.
It's not even crazy fan behavior.
Well,
okay, vagina medical. Behavior. That's what you guys act like. And it's so disrespectful.
And medical.
Just, but thank you. That is it. And I'm glad them people got banned for life. Have fun watching it from your home on TV.
Right.
So we will see you next time, guys, on the next episode of Don't Do That on F It Fridays. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and get notified so that you know whenever we drop new content. And we'll see you next time on Fucking Fridays. Pieces.